Now, today we are going to discuss about the Coulomb's law of electrostatic. So, according to the Coulomb's law, if two charges are separated by some distance, suppose here this is the Q1, this is the first charge, and here this is the Q2, this is the another charge we are taking, and both are separated by this. Suppose this is the distance r, right? Then, according to Coulomb's law, the force of attraction or repulsion between these two charges means what? Ki if you are taking the similar type of charges, then repulsive force is there. If you are taking the opposite type of charges, means attraction is there in between these two charges. Then the force of attraction or repulsion between these two forces, between these two charges, F is directly proportional to product of their charges, means Q1 into Q2. This is the first one. And second one, F is inversely proportional to 1 upon r square. Means if you are increasing the distance, then force of attraction or repulsion, this is the very sharply it is what decreases. You have to combine first and second. So F is directly proportional to what? Q1 Q2 upon this is r square. R you can write F this is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon r square. Right? If this system is situated in vacuum, means free space, then the value of K this is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. So force what you will get here, have to see F this is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon this is the r square. This is the formula for calculation of the force when two charges are situated in vacuum and their separation, this is what r, where epsilon naught this is what permittivity of free space. Free space means vacuum. Permittivity of free space. Right. And the value of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this is the 9 into 10 power 9. This is, and if you want to write the unit of this one, so 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this is the Newton meter square and Coulomb power minus 2. And the value of epsilon naught, this is 8.85. Sometimes it is writing this is the 9. 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. The unit of this one is, this is what? This is the Coulomb square Newton power minus 1 meter power minus 2. Right? After this one, we are going to discuss about Coulomb's line vector form. Coulomb's law in vector form. So, for Coulomb's law in vector form, here you have to see, suppose same thing is there. Suppose two charges are there. That is they are separated by a distance. Suppose this is r. Now here you have to see, suppose same type of charges that we are taking that. So this is the plus 1, and here also this is the plus. If the force this is the plus and this one is also what plus, so they are applying what repulsive force. Suppose this is the in this direction. Suppose this is the vector F12 means the force on charge 1 means Q1 due to what Q2. If vector F12, this is what force on Q1 due to, right? In similar manner, this is also applying the repulsive force on this Q2. So suppose this we are assume that this is the F21, means F21 was is what? The force on second charge this Q2 due to what? Q1. So this we are saying that this is the F21. This is what? Force on Q2 due to force on Q2 due to Q, right? Now in the direction of F21, if the unit vector, this is what? Vector 1, r cap 1 2, this is the unit vector in the direction of what? F21, and in this direction, suppose we are going to assume this is the unit vector from Q2 to Q1, this is the R21, means R21, this is the unit vector along this force F12, right? Now, so if you want to calculate this force vector F12, तो कितना आपका होगा? Just here you have to see. If this system, this is situated in vacuum, then same condition. This is the 1/4 pi epsilon naught. This is, and charges are there. This is the Q1, and then after this is what? Q2. So here you have to write this is the Q1, and then after this is the Q2, and they are separated by the distance r square. And here you have to see in this side, this what we are written the vector, but here now this is the complete scalar is there. So this also we want to make the vector. So you have to consider in this direction, means along this force, this is the unit vector, this is the r cap 2, right? Suppose here this is the equation 1. Similarly, we can calculate F21, means this force we are going to calculate. So this is equal to what? 1/4 pi epsilon naught. Both the charges, that is the same, Q1 Q2 separation, this is the same. Now again same problem is there, this is the complete scalar is there, we want to make this one is what? Vector. So this is multiplied by unit vector, and in this direction this is the unit vector, means here r cap 1 2, this is the unit vector. Now one thing you have to see, both are what? Unit vector, their magnitude, this is the one, and their direction you have to see that they are what? Opposite in nature. Therefore we can write, since R12 cap, this is equal to minus R21, their direction, this is the opposite. So in place of this one, or in place of this, we can write this one. So from 2 you have to see, from equation 2, what we will get? Vector F21, this is equal to 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon, this is r square. In place of this one, R12 cap, we can write this is the minus R21, so this is the minus R21 cap. Minus you take out, so minus 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon, this is r square, and then after this is the R21 cap. And here you have to see minus 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 R21, means this is, so in place of this we can write vector F12. So this is the minus F12. So F21, vector F21, this is the minus of vector F12, means they are equal and opposite in nature. So we can write what? Since magnitude of F21 and F12 is same, but their directions are what? Opposite in nature. So here you have to see, means they are applying equal and opposite forces to each other, and their magnitude are they are what? Equal.